only, that beautiful Rhode Island Red Rooster. And we are live once again. As you guys come in, give me a audio check. Let me know that everything and stuff is good. And we'll go ahead and discuss tonight's topic about how the captain always goes with the ship. Hope that everybody's doing good. Hope everybody's doing excellent. See that everyone's pretty much been everyone's been talking about the same topic of the young man who was sentenced to 110 years in prison for the accident over there 2 years ago. All right, Stanley, what's going on with you? Is the audio sounding good? The audio's coming through all right? Yeah, everyone's pretty much talking about the sentencing of the young man and stuff. He got 110 years in prison for the accident that happened 2 years ago over there in Lakewood, Colorado, that killed 4 people. All right, definitely do that and stuff, man. Okay, Mac Miller, appreciate it, Mr. Williams. So. There's supposed to be a petition that's going on and stuff where they're getting 3 million signatures and stuff like that to have some kind of I guess to have his case overturned and stuff, for him released from prison or whatever and stuff. You know, they got supposed boycotts going on in the state and that sort of thing there and stuff. And so, you know, I don't know. I mean, I said I'll go ahead and weigh in on that and stuff, and then, you know, also give an update and stuff about what's going on with the House, because as you can see, we only got 2 more weeks. We got 2 more weeks and stuff, man, before the month is over with. And so, like I was saying, I was giving these frauds and these fakers, a lot of these scammers and stuff like that, I was giving them the opportunity to try to clean the act up. And I see that they're not backing down, they're doubling down. And so, you know, I had to make a list. And stuff. And so, you know, some of the regular people and stuff are still they still up to their antics and stuff like that, you know. And all right, brother Andrew, what's going on with you? And some of these guys, they still up to them same antics and stuff like that. And I'm like, you know, they're not gonna like it so much come January. Like I said, right now, I'm only speaking about the stuff that they do. But come January, I'm gonna start dropping names and stuff. I mean, I gotta prove, you know, I gotta prove for all, you know. I said I wasn't gonna buy the furniture straight out. I'm gonna go ahead and finance a lot of this stuff, so, you know, ain't gonna be that much in a hurry to get the stuff paid off. But I mean, you know, but anyway, I don't know what people think is gonna happen with this petition. You know, with people signing this petition and stuff to get this man released from prison. That's not how it works. You know, the man was took to court. The man was taken to court. He was convicted, and now he's sentenced and stuff like that. And so, you know, the only way he's gonna come out of that is through an appeal. Or he's either gonna come out through an appeal or through not probation, parole. And I don't know when his parole and stuff is set for. So I'm like, it's real funny and stuff, right? It's real funny because people aren't realizing. I mean, they're saying that they want this man to be released, and they saying that the sentence and stuff was too harsh, and I'm like, I'm looking at the dynamic of people, and I'm saying, I'm seeing a certain, you know, yeah. I mean, it's not, dude. He done for. The guy's done for and stuff. But what's amazing to me and stuff is like the kind of people that's coming out and trying to rationalize this man's decision for what he made and stuff. Oh well, it's an accident, and I'm like, okay, it's an accident and stuff until your loved one gets killed. Your loved one gets killed and stuff like that, and so now all of a sudden, yeah, sock it to him and stuff like that, and now they want to talk about blaming the trucking company that he worked for and all that stuff there. So, we're gonna go ahead and put stuff in its proper perspective, right? To get an understanding why I say that the captain always goes down with the ship. Kind they want to say that, well, he didn't have a good grasp about the English language, that sort of thing, that he was a young person. He didn't have a lot of experience and stuff like that. And so I'm like, the trucking company was out of Houston, Texas. The trucking company was out of Houston, Texas and stuff. This guy is driving a Freightliner Century class and stuff. And I mean, it could have been anywhere from a 2000. It could have been that particular model there and stuff. It could have been anywhere from a 2003 or lower. 2003 and stuff or lower. And so I had to look at the video to see, was there a way and stuff for this guy to stop that truck before he got into that accident and stuff, man. I had to take a ride over there and stuff off I-70, on eastbound I-70 and stuff over there in Lakewood. And so, just looking at the footage and stuff like that, there was plenty of indication. There was plenty of indication and stuff about the situation he was running into. And so they actually put up another sign there and stuff, right? They actually put up another sign there because of an accident that happened back in 1989, right? About telling people and stuff not to be fooled about that heel, not to be fooled about the heels and stuff. But when you put up those type of signs there and stuff, right? If you don't have a real good grasp about the English language and stuff, then you're not going to understand the significance of the sign. And so I say that the sign should have been very direct, right? It should have been very direct and stuff. And I'm saying, I mean, it's just the English language is one of the most hardest languages and stuff to learn, of course, so we got a lot of double phrases and triple phrases and all that other stuff there. But I'm saying, be as it may, right? The guy only had one opportunity. He only had one opportunity to get that truck stopped to where it wasn't going to really mess the highway and stuff up, because the heel start, you get the first sign and stuff, right, 6 miles ahead at mile marker 2 at 248, right? At 248, it lets you know you got, in 6 miles and stuff. So at the top of the hill at mile marker 254. You at the top of the hill at 254. He had the accident at 263. He had the accident at 263 and stuff. So the runaway ramp is right there at the 256. The runaway ramp is at the 256 and stuff, and it's it's a mile long, right? It's a mile long and stuff. But once you get to 257, that's it. You ain't got no other way of stopping that truck. And so I'm like, looking at it, it wasn't gonna end. It wasn't gonna end good, because even if all the traffic and stuff was cleared up at the 263, he would have flipped that truck over at the 265. If he was barreling down that highway at 80 miles an hour, there was no way, after he passed that 256, there was no way and stuff. What's going on, brother Aaron? There was no way that he could have stopped that truck without flipping it over. I mean, that's it. I mean, you know, with no brakes and stuff, man, I mean, it's all downhill. So he was already at 80 mile an hour and stuff, right, at the 263. So I imagine, man, he probably something by the time he got to 265, and he would have flipped that truck over right there, because it's a giant curve. It's a giant curve past that 265. You know. Oh, he was doing okay. Well, I mean, dude, if he got it up that fast and stuff, right, and you know, he got it up that fast and stuff. I mean, the thing is that, you know, if you look at that stretch of highway, there was no way that he could have got that truck stopped. You don't think he deserves 110 years? Okay, why is it? So we're having an open discussion about that. Why is it you feel that he don't deserve 110 years? Yeah, I heard. Yeah, they got a boycott of stuff going on over there and stuff, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, 8 is where the odometer stop. Well, okay, if you're talking about that Walmart video, right? If you're talking about that Walmart video that's been circling around on Instagram and stuff, that's not Colorado. That's actually Nashville, Tennessee. And that was done during the pandemic. If you're talking about that Walmart video, where that woman speaking Spanish, that was in Nashville. And that was during the pandemic. So, because he woke up not wanting to kill anybody, it was a pure accident. Who trained them? What? Let's see. What you got there, Mr. B? All right, Mr. B. Because he woke up not wanting to kill anybody, and it was a pure accident. Okay, Corey McMillan, what you got? Who trained them, and why is he in that area with no training? I think he just needs his sentence changed to run concurrent instead of consecutive. I mean, all right. A lot of people bash Schneider, all these starter companies and everything. Everybody bash them, right? You know, everybody bashing them and stuff, man. You know, I had to get my license through Schneider. And stuff. But you know one thing about that Schneider truck that I ain't had to worry about. One thing I didn't have to worry about with that Schneider truck and stuff, I didn't have to worry about the brakes being bad. I ain't had to worry about bad tires. I ain't had to worry about faulty equipment, none of that stuff there, because even though the truck was old, and stuff, man, it would pass any inspection every single time. The only thing I had to do was just say, hey, listen, man, something is wrong. They would change the light bulb. And stuff. Oh, speaking of light bulb, like the overhead light bulbs and stuff, I'm like, you know, hold on, what you got, Mr. B? He should appeal because he's too young to serve that sentence. All right. Hold up. Let's see, Chase, now what you got? I do think those Colorado mountains should require a special endorsement. It's a five. It was a 5% grade. You know, the mountain that he was on and stuff. That Floyd Mountain. That's a 5% grade. Okay. When you in this truck, and you put in a certain situation. You put in a certain situation and stuff, right? You the captain of the ship. Now, when he was barreling down that highway, and stuff, he wasn't familiar. He wasn't familiar with the highway and stuff. He wasn't familiar with the terrain. And so what he was probably thinking is that, hey, listen, somewhere down the road and stuff, right? Things are gonna kind of level out. And I'm gonna get this truck stopped. And stuff, man, cause we was raised up that if it all come down to it and stuff, if it's gonna be your life or the lives of other people, let it be your life. If it's gonna be life for other people and stuff or your life, let it be your life. So, what does that mean? It's that, hey man, before I run into a car and kill some people, I gotta aim this thing toward the woods or towards the ditch and just take my chances. But we ain't hit no cars, we ain't run no cars off no highway or none of that stuff there. But you know, like I said, I'm looking at a lot of videos now, people getting upset because cars cutting them off and all that, and then they follow behind the people and then they get into an accident, run into the back of somebody. And I'm like, all this stuff could have been avoidable. I mean, all of it could have been avoided if you just would have gave this person some space. You know, you out here working and stuff like that. I mean, you got to be the professional. But in every aspect of business I'm seeing, right, when you're taking care of business, everybody takes the professionalism right out of it and say, well, if it's going to be some professionalism, at least you got to pay me to do it. But I'm saying, let's get back to this dude case right here. It's nobody's intention to wake up and say, yeah, I'm going to go out here and maliciously kill people. It's no one's intention and stuff to do that. But at the same time, you got to take accountability for the situation that you in and stuff, right? Because it's going to require you at that particular time to do something. If you survive, right? If you survive, then that's when you go into step 2 and start saying, okay, yeah, I need to get at the boss man or I need to get at the other people. But when you in a particular situation at that particular time, it's going to have to require you to make a decision. And sometimes those decisions and stuff, it's going to require you to do things that you just ain't going to like to do. You just ain't going to like to do and stuff. I would like to think that if my family and stuff was out there, you know, for whatever reason and stuff like that, and somebody come barreling down the highway or whatever stuff, I'm like, man, I like to think that captain would be a good captain and say, man, you know what? Before I go kill a whole bunch of people, and everything, let me go point this thing towards the woods. Let me go point it towards the woods or some other place and stuff and just take my chances. Let me just take my chances. It's not anybody's intention to wake up and say, yeah, I'm going to have an accident today. I'm going to run into somebody. Or I'm going to be ran into or whatever. But what I am saying is that when you in a situation, things happen. You know, it doesn't matter how good you keep your equipment. Things are going to fail. Some stuff is going to happen that's going to be beyond your control. All right, Mr. Turner, what's going on? it's gonna be some stuff that's beyond your control, man. I mean, like I said, I like to think that I take care of my equipment pretty good and stuff. But you know, I had a situation a couple years ago. And stuff. 46,000 pounds of beer. I had 46,000 pounds of beer and stuff, right? In this truck right here, and I had that reefer unit. And so I was going down 17. And stuff over here in New York, heading towards Binghamton. And it's this hill. It ain't got no runaway ramp and stuff like that. The grade is pretty steep. The grade is pretty steep and stuff. And so I started going down this hill and stuff like that. You know, I had it in the low gear, but you know, it felt like the truck was getting away. So, you know, I go to hit them brakes. And stuff, and the only brakes I got is the tractor brakes. You know, the trailer brakes and stuff, they ain't grabbing for some reason. So I get to mashing down on these brakes and stuff, and they get to smoking, and they ain't gonna be no joking. So when these things got to smoking, when they got to smoking and stuff, man, I'm like, you know, first thing I did, aimed it over there. I'm already in the right lane and stuff. Took it over there to the shoulder. And stuff. The second this thing got to smoking and stuff, it was a car in front of me. Started to hit their brakes. It was a car beside me. Hit their brakes. I hit the shoulder and stuff. I came off the brakes and stuff. I'm like, well, they smoking, you know. I started going down the hill, started getting some momentum and stuff like that. I hit the brakes again. And stuff like that. You know, I had to kind of stab them. You know, can I get this thing to slow down? And so, you know, the grade, you know, got to the bottom of the hill and stuff, and then there was a high grade. And so, you know, it caught the truck. But like I said, the whole time I was sitting over there on that shoulder. When I was doing it, got my 4-ways on and stuff like that. On this horn. You know, I'm on this horn for a little bit. You know, the car got out of the way. And that was that. And so I wait till everything cooled down and stuff like that. I immediately took the truck over there to the TA. And they inspected the brakes and stuff on the trailer. They told me what was wrong with it. I told them, hey, look, dude, y'all got to change everything back there. That's when I was posting. Well, it was on my Facebook page and stuff, right before I stopped posting stuff up there. But I'm like, on my Facebook page, every time I did something to the truck or trailer, you know, I post every single thing that I did. And I mean, they stripped everything down. And I said, I want to know what was the problem, why the brakes and stuff won't grab it. So they told me it was the slack adjuster. I told them, change them all. Change them all. But it's only one that's bad. I don't care. Change them all. But you know, what I was prepared to do, if that truck wasn't gonna stop, I was gonna send it to the guardrail and stuff, man. And whatever happened. I was gonna send it to the guardrail. Whatever happened. You know. But one thing I said I'm not gonna do, I'm not gonna run my truck into no car. I don't care what happens and stuff, man. I'm not about to run this truck into no car. I'll send it in the woods, I'll send it in the ditch. I'm not about to run into no, because, you know, only thing I gotta do is survive the encounter and stuff. Yeah, I might get a careless and reckless. But the thing is that it ain't gonna be on my conscience stuff, man, that I killed somebody. I can't live with that. I can't live with that and stuff. And so understand, when that man missed that when he missed that 256 get on ramp. Now when he missed that that runaway ramp, that was it. His fate was sealed. But I'm saying, with your fate being sealed and stuff, you should understand, okay, all right, what's the next objective? Because the truck I missed the opportunity. I missed the opportunity to slow the truck down and stuff and send it over there, you know, which he should have been in the right lane to start with. He should have been in the right lane to start with, because the thing you looking at, what do I have to do to get this truck slowed down without running into some car? That's the thing there and stuff, man. What do I have to do to get this truck stopped without running into some car and stuff, man? Do I got to send this thing? Do I got to send it in the median? Do I got to send it in the ditch? That's where I got to go. And that's the thing I'm saying. I'm like, you know, hey, engine brake ain't gonna, you know, the engine brake and stuff, I mean, you know, hey, it's some stuff that it's some stuff, I mean, if you get the RPMs, up, right, it's a way where you can lock the transmission up. When you lock up the transmission, you got brakes. When you lock up that transmission up and stuff, you got brakes right then and stuff. I'm like, dude, it's, you know, you might wind up jackknifing. In fact, it's a pretty good chance you're gonna do it. But at least you got the truck slowed down. At least you got the truck slowed down. It's a, you know, it's a way, you know, it's a way, I mean, the transmission gonna be toast. That transmission, that drive line and stuff is gonna be toast and stuff, but you know, hey, you just trying to get the truck stopped. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm just not understand, you know, a lot of stuff between last year and this year and stuff. I'm just seeing a real shift in, people and how they taking care of business. And then it's like this situation come up here and stuff, and, oh well, we should be lenient towards this person, but he killed 4 people. He killed 4 people in the process and stuff. And the thing was, he sat there, you know, the dude admitted it. I mean, you see the video and stuff. Why did the dude shoot the truck to the left instead of shooting it to the right? Why did he shoot the truck to the left lane instead of to the right lane? Okay, because all right, yeah, I understand he Cuban. But you see, you know, you got a bunch of Cubans and stuff like that. You know, they get together, they doing their thing and stuff. They got their little cliques and stuff going on. And you try and tell me that can't now one of them and stuff, you know, try to coach this dude and stuff and let him know what's going on. They just gonna let him go. They just gonna let him go and stuff on his own. They got this community. They got this clique and stuff that's going on. But then at the same time, now they the very ones coming out. They the very ones coming out and stuff and talking about trying to free this man and stuff. And I'm like, y'all not understanding. He killed 4 people. Dude, I understand. When you panicking, okay. But you are the captain of the ship. You are the captain, man. Anything and stuff, anything that happens, you are responsible from the time the truck starts to the time it stops. Bottom line, you the captain. You know, that man sat there and he said, well, okay, so he can't read the sign. So he couldn't read the sign. But I'm saying common sense common sense and stuff, man, your instinct kick in. What do I have to do to slow down this truck? What do I have to do to slow down this truck? It ain't no point in trying to save it now. You know, he had the opportunity. He had the opportunity right there. After he missed that, that's it. Like, dude, you know, yeah, you got the guardrails and stuff. You got a deep ravine and stuff after there. He had a deep ravine and stuff. I'm like, when he missed that window opportunity and stuff to get that truck slowed down, based on that was it. So I'm like, what do you do? What do you do? Yeah, you panicking and stuff like that. But the thing was, he said he looked over there on the shoulder. He said it was a truck sitting on the shoulder. He said it was a truck sitting on the shoulder. That's why he got off the shoulder and got back over here on the road and stuff. So I'm like, I mean, you know, you can see everything ahead of you. You can see everything ahead of you and stuff, man, from the way he was coming down. And he made a serious judgment. He made a serious error in judgment and said, you know what? I'm gonna just send it to the cars. I'm gonna send it to the car. I'm going based on his testimony. He said it was a truck on the shoulder. That's why he got off the shoulder. And stuff. So I'm like, his only options and stuff was either hit the truck on the shoulder, hit the cars, or hit the median. And so I think a lot of times people want the bet. They want when you got options, people always want to go for the option that's gonna the option where everybody wins and stuff. I didn't kill nobody, but I didn't wreck the truck either. I didn't turn the truck over. I didn't lose the load either. And so if that option isn't present, then oh well, it is what it is. Because he ain't the only one that did stuff like that. He ain't the one that did stuff like that. But I'm saying, you killed four people, right? You killed 4 people, and they gave you 25. You know, when you kill somebody and stuff, it's 25 years. It's 25 years and stuff. He got 4 counts. And stuff, and so he had poor represent. Well, his bail was set at $400,000. He made bail. His bail was set at $400,000. He made, and I remember seeing that when they charged him and they set his bail, somebody went down there and paid and got him out. Somebody paid and got him out. But you know, we always want to go towards a situation where everything can be saved and everything can be spared. Like some people and stuff, like they going through these riots and stuff like that, right? Some of the people and stuff, they were looking for the riots and stuff to go through. And I'm like, okay, what do you do in a situation like that? What do you do in a situation like that? Okay, you happen to be somewhere and stuff and you stuck in a riot. What, you know, the rioters and stuff are coming towards you. What do you do? Oh, well, I'll just barrel through them and stuff like that. And stuff. And so you stuck. You know, you got a couple cars and stuff in front of you. What do you do? People don't understand. Look, man, the truck got insurance on it. The trailer got insurance on it. That freight got insurance on it. The only person that ain't got no insurance on it, they didn't mention that it was an accident. Before, okay, they didn't mention it was an accident. I mean, that's up to his representation. That's up to his representation. But I'm saying, like, you know, going to this ride thing and stuff, people don't understand. Your truck got insurance, the trailer got insurance, the freight got insurance. The only person that ain't got insurance is yourself. See, if something happened to the truck, they cutting the check. The trailer, the load, all that, they cutting the check. So it really ain't no point. It really ain't no point of trying to save this stuff at this point. I'm like, man, look, you know, they got some riders coming towards the truck or whatever. Yeah, I would like to save my truck. I like to save my truck. I like to save my load and all that stuff there. But man, you know, you got some people barreling towards you, and I ain't got no way out. Then, you know, I'm going to have to abandon the ship. I'm going to have to abandon the ship and stuff, man, and get on out of there. Because the insurance company, if they go out there and set the truck on fire or do whatever, insurance company gonna cut me a check and stuff for the truck. I already got that covered. They gonna cut me, same thing, the trailer, the load, all that stuff, they cutting the check right then. Okay, what happened? Well, I was in a ride. My truck got hijacked and stuff. Okay, all right. They cutting you a check. Whatever the value of your equipment and stuff is. So, you know, but people sit there and they act like, you sit there and you act like you don't pay insurance. You got to pay your insurance. Some people got to pay it every week. You in this lease program and stuff, you got to pay it every week. But people act like, you know, you ain't paying no insurance for nothing. If something happened to the trailer, something happened to the load, all that stuff got insurance on it. If something happened to that load or whatever, and the thing is, and you know, whatever happened to your equipment or whatever, that's on, you know, you call the insurance company and stuff, and that's that. It ain't no point of me even getting upset about it. You know, if it ain't so, even if you did it yourself, and stuff, you know, okay, well, hey, but see, this is why I pay insurance for stuff like this. So y'all got you know, y'all got to cut that check, man. Y'all got to cut that check. When I was sitting there and the guy ran into me and stuff, the guy in that car ran into me and stuff when I had the Sky Rooster. He didn't have no insurance. He didn't have no insurance and stuff, but you know, out here in trucking, you got to have full coverage. Ain't no liability. Ain't no liability and stuff, man. You got to have full coverage. So, you know, he ain't had no insurance and stuff. So I, you know, hey man, listen, this guy he ain't got no insurance and stuff. So look like y'all guys footing the bill and stuff. Only thing I gotta do is just make that copay, that $1,000, and that was it. Truck got towed, truck got fixed, brand new generator, whole 9 yards. It cost me about 3 months and $1,000, but I'm like, that's why you pay insurance. That's why you pay insurance and stuff. Hey, stuff happen, yeah, hey, it happens. But ain't no point of trying to get mad and upset about it. That's just a part of the game and stuff. They make you pay for all this stuff. You got to have this to be in business. You got to have this to be in business, but you ain't never supposed to use it for some reason. I hate that guy got sentenced to 110 years. But what I hate the most is the fact that the dude had an opportunity. He had an opportunity and stuff, man, to walk away from this situation altogether if he just would have took the truck to the right lane instead of the left. That's the thing right there and stuff I look at the most and say, dude, what was you thinking? What was you thinking, man? Even if he didn't understand, the sign, there was the way out over there. That was the way out over there, and you had a whole mile. You had a whole mile to just point that truck right over there in that right-hand lane and stuff, and it would have been over with. You know, you see it, but what he got scared of the fact of what was going to happen to him in that truck. Bottom line, because sometimes it just, like I said, just situations that's beyond your control and stuff. But man, he had every opportunity. They say, you remember the truck driver that had all them dead people in the Walmart, thinking he only got 30 years for 8 bodies. Well, you know, I mean, a lot of that stuff. Look, when you go to court, right, a lot of this stuff had to deal with representation. Really, that a lot of it has representation. If you got poor representation, then if they all tell you to take the plea, you better go and take it. That's the thing there and stuff, man. You know, cause there was no way him and stuff coming out of that. You got four dead people you gotta answer up for. You got 4 dead people you gotta answer up. And I know, you know, everybody always talking about certain cases and stuff like that, like you know, long time ago and stuff with Creek. Okay, so yeah, so you know, if he took the plea, that's it. Yeah, court, anytime you go to court, they're gonna offer you a plea. Anytime you go to court and stuff, and you get charged with something, they're gonna offer you a plea and stuff, right? The man had 2 years and stuff to make the deal. He had 2 years to make the deal. So if you ain't got representation, they're gonna give you representation. You know what I'm saying? But he had to have representation because of what he qualified, or what you qualify for. And so if you got poor representation, then that's what's gonna happen. They're gonna have a meeting with the district attorney. They're gonna have with the prosecuting attorney and stuff, and they're gonna say, listen, man, what can you do for my client? Well, if he goes to court with poor representation, like, you know, what they call them, court-appointed attorneys or whatever, if you lose the case, you're gonna get the maximum. If you lose the case, you're gonna get the maximum. Cause they gonna make you pay for that time and stuff, man. Going to court and everything, and bringing up documents and stuff like that. You know, going into investigations and stuff. They gonna make you pay for it. That's why they tell you, if you don't have good representation, man, you don't stand a chance in court. You don't. So when you charge, they public defender, that's what it is. Yeah. The public defender, the public defender, it used to be he only got $850. He got $850, and that's if you pled guilty. If you pled innocent and he won the case, you didn't get paid nothing. If you're a public defender. So that's why they always tell you, know, anytime you got a public defender, that's why they always tell you, take the deal. Take the deal. This the best I can get you. Okay, and I mean, you know, even if the equipment failed, the wrong time to figure out that you got equipment failure and stuff is when you need it. You know what I'm saying? You got a company out of Houston. You over here driving You over here driving a older Freightliner Century class with a young dude at the wheel, and stuff. Now, what was the owner thinking? What was the owner thinking? This man is 23. This man is 23 years old. I'ma trust this dude to go way up to Denver, Colorado and stuff, right? Up there with them mountains and stuff with this truck. And I already got money issues and stuff to start with. You know, cause they say that, well, you know, he gained a series of violations and stuff like that. You know, 2 out of service violations, that sort of thing there. We know how all that works. We know how all that works, and then propaganda get behind it and make it seem like it's something worse than what it is and stuff like that. But you know, the thing is that as a business owner, right? This man will have to prove to me. I'm like, look, hey, send somebody with him and get him to understand this road and stuff. Otherwise, that, hey, Texas is what, almost 1,000 miles around. Ain't no point of him even trying to leave out the state until he get this stuff down pat. It ain't no way I'm sending him in the daggone mountains. You know, ain't no way I'm sending him up there in the mountains and stuff. He ain't got no experience. And then I'm sending him with an older truck and an older trailer and saying, okay, have at you. You know, the experienced guy, the experienced guy would have known what to do. Okay, man, this thing, you know, the truck is popping and pooting and stuff. I better be taking it easy. Or the first thing, he gonna start protesting, man. Look, oh, hey, yeah, hey, go over here to Denver. Go over here to Denver and stuff, man. Shit, I ain't taking that raggedy tail truck over there to Denver. You crazy, man. I'm like, I ain't doing that. You better give me something better than what you sending me over there with. I ain't going in that truck there. You know, I'ma hang loose around here. 1 month on training. You know. But see, that's what I'm saying. Like, people be sitting there wondering why you got to go to Snyder and Swift and all these other places and stuff like that. Why they always pulling it? Why they got all these cameras and, you know, they pulling me in for all this training and all that other stuff there. Now you know why. See, how is he driving? He can't read the sign. What does he do at the shipper? Look, when technology and stuff, man, that fixes all that. I mean, look, you can speak, okay, you can go to any country, man, and if somebody can simply translate the stuff what you need to do, you'll know what to do. Okay, when you get over here and stuff, you start naming landmarks and stuff like that. Yeah, you know, and people do this stuff, they do it all the time. Heck, back in the day, you know, you had guys that couldn't read and write. You had guys out here that couldn't read and write stuff and would drive a truck. So, I mean, a language barrier and stuff, that's not going to stop nothing. They navigate. I mean, you go through Texas, you go to Texas, you go to Florida, you go to Texas, you go to Florida, you go to California. They ain't got one sign speaking Spanish and another sign speaking English. Everything is in English. And that's the way it's always been and stuff, man. You go down there, Laredo and all that. You go down in Laredo and Brownsville and all that other stuff. All them areas there. Nogales. Go down in Nogales and stuff, man. Tijuana. You ain't seeing nothing down there in Spanish. Everything is in English. All the Spanish stuff is when you go over the border. You know, for some of y'all that been to Canada, if you go to Windsor, you know, if you go to Ontario, most of the stuff is in English. But if you go to Quebec, Everything is in French. But they still gonna send you to Canada. If you went one of these large carriers and stuff, especially Snyder. You with Snyder and stuff, man, trying to think. Wait a minute, 1, 2. I ain't gonna say my second load and stuff. Around my fifth load and stuff, man, shoot, they were sending me to Canada. And then what they wanted you to do if you had a load going to Detroit, you pick up out of Buffalo, they want you to go through Canada to get to Detroit. Ain't none of this stuff, okay, I'm gonna jump on 90 and stuff and stay stateside and stuff. No. They got the what's that thing called? Yeah, they had your border agent. They had your border agent stuff already at the ready and stuff. Your PARS label. Yeah, they had your PARS labels and stuff like that and everything. Okay, this the way you going, right? You taking the Queen Elizabeth, what they call it, the Queen Elizabeth Express. You going that way and stuff to Detroit and stuff. Now you ain't taking 90. No, you ain't taking 90. You going through Canada. And that's I couldn't stand it, man. I'm like, God, every time I go up there and stuff, they always sending me to Canada. And you got Canadian trucks. You got Canadian drivers and stuff. They send me Canada so many times and stuff. Like, good gracious. Sick of Canada. But that's the deal there and stuff, man. I hate that happened to that dude, man. He 26 years old. He 26 years old and stuff, man. And you talking about 100 years in prison, 110 years in prison. This man gonna be 136. I don't know when his parole and stuff. I mean, he could probably win on an appeal and stuff because the crime was non-violent, right? The crime was non-violent and stuff. So I'm saying, he gonna have to do at least 20 years though. He gonna have to do at least 20 years before they even consider, and stuff, releasing this dude and stuff. And I mean, he might very well get it. He might very well get it and stuff, so but that's the thing there and stuff, man. It was a non-violent offense. It was no parole. Oh, then yeah, he done then. If he ain't get no parole. Yeah, he ain't get no parole and stuff. I mean, they been kind of funny style about it, but I'm saying is that it's ways they kind of twist this stuff, and you can still keep putting so he ain't got no parole and stuff, so he just gonna have to keep going on appeals and stuff, right? And they might let him out, but he gonna have to do 20 years though. He gonna have to do 20 years and stuff, man. So yeah, they threw the book at him. And see, that should be a wake-up call and stuff for the rest of us. Look, we gotta start having some unity and stuff, man. Straight up, checking in. What's going on, Brian? We gotta have some unity and stuff, man, for real. Cause something like, I mean, what I'm sick and tired of these guys. Oh yeah, Brandon is alive and stuff, man. About daggone time. Yeah, I ain't realized that. Yeah, that is Brandon. Yeah, that is Brandon and stuff, man. We gotta start having unity for real, cause, and I ain't talking about this fake tail stuff, cause a lot of this stuff I'm seeing. I'll see a guy make a daggone video. He'll get up there and stuff. I'm sick of these guys holding these cameras, and then they up there laughing, and somebody about to do something reckless, Seen a video. I seen a video and stuff on Instagram. This guy said, I've been waiting 20 minutes. I've been waiting 20 minutes and stuff. It was this Warner truck. He dropped his trailer. He forgot to take off his take his airlines off and stuff, right? So he pulled from the truck. Snatched his airlines off. The guy admitted that he waited 20 minutes to see this guy screw up. 20 minutes instead of saying, man, you know, he could have walked over there. He could have walked over there and stuff, man. Just let him know, hey, man, you still got them airlines hooked up. 20 minutes and stuff just to post up on Instagram and say, you know, man, shoot, look at him. You know, look at him. Yeah, I mean, you know, the people he killed and stuff, man, yeah, the people that died, I ain't gonna say the people he killed. The people that died, 3 of them was over 60 years old. 3 of them was over 60 years old, and then one of them was 24 years old. One of them was 24 years old and stuff. It was 3 over 60, I think. One was 65, another one was 60, another one was 61, and then the last person was 24. He said he just replaced my yoke and fixed the oil leak on my truck in Harrisburg, TA, on my rear. I would ask for the judge to give me frontline service in the military. I mean, dude, you know, that don't work no more. That don't work no more. Frontline duty in the military, that don't work anymore. That doesn't work anymore. You know what I'm saying? Cause see that, I mean, yeah, you used to could do that and stuff, but the thing is, people aren't, you know, a lot of people are going into the military, and especially next year. Man, next year and stuff, you're gonna see a great increase of people going to the military. You know, they got actual waiting lists and stuff like that. So I mean, it's just, it ain't no workarounds. He gonna have to beat it on the appeal and stuff. And so, I mean, I say these guys that got, you know, if you got 300 million, wait, I ain't saying 3. If you got 3 million people, and stuff, man, that's willing to sign a petition, I say, man, look, hey, if you really want this guy and stuff to stand a chance, everybody donate $1. Everybody donate $1. You got $3 million worth of, and stuff, man, worth of representation. They'll find a workaround. And stuff, man. If you got some serious dollars on some representation and stuff, man, they'll find a workaround. They will find a workaround and stuff, man. Hey, look at that guy down there in Texas. Look at that kid over there in Texas and stuff. He killed 4 people drunk driving. He killed 4 people drunk driving and stuff. They gave him 10 years probation. He got out of jail. Okay, after they sentenced him and stuff, right? He got caught drinking again. Him and his mom made a run for it. They said, man, look, we going down into Mexico and stuff. He got extradited back. And stuff. And what he had to do? 2 years. He had to do 2 years in prison. 2 years in prison and stuff. He killed 4 people. But see, his representation was on point. His parents understood, like, look, hey, dude, you know, they got him dead to rights and stuff and got him right off. What they say, he too rich to go to prison. Straight up. You got too much money to go to prison. yeah. Something else and stuff I say I gonna speak on too and stuff is that I noticed we kind of we in a period right now and stuff where, okay, let me ask you this and stuff. Y'all guys understand inflation? Do y'all understand inflation and how it works? Because a lot of people are confused about the whole inflation thing and how it's affecting trucking and stuff like that, and what you need to do right in order to protect yourself. But if you guys understand it, then I won't go through the whole notion and stuff of trying to mention what's going on and stuff. As far as inflation, what's going on in trucking. So if y'all get it, then we'll move on to something else. If you don't get it, then okay, all right, yeah, I understand. Chase Nan. I understand you know it. I understand you know it. But to make a long story short about the inflation in trucking. Okay. Y'all knew when everybody started getting these PPP loans, SBA loans, and every other loan and stuff under the sun and stuff, right? Everybody was getting the money. They knew the money and stuff was out there. They still sending me applications now and stuff talking about, my SBA loan and stuff, right? Which I ain't, which I'm saying they can just go ahead and cancel Christmas. Okay. So everybody got money. If everybody got money, that means everybody can afford everything that's out here. So what they got to do is that they got to either stop production. They got to stop production on some things. They got to raise prices on other stuff, because most of the people that got qualified for the SBA loans and stuff, you got the loan for $80,000, $100,000, whatever and stuff at 1% interest. Okay, all right. You got 1% interest and stuff. Let's see, to make the economy better. Yeah, it's supposed to. The problem is, just look at everything, like in the trucking thing. Look at these loans, like everybody is in a lease purchase program. Everybody that went and got an SBA loan or a PPP loan, that's just like, I'm going over the Prime and KLLM and all these lease purchase programs and stuff. So that's what you're doing. You got a bunch of money. You got all this money, but you don't know the right thing to do with it. So you go buy a truck. Just to be buying a truck, rather than saying, okay, I'm gonna get this Freightliner Cascadia because I'm gonna get this Freightliner Cascadia and I'm gonna get it at fair market value. Okay, the guy says, you got $100,000. I'll sell you this truck that got 700,000 miles on it. You got 100,000. Give me $65,000. Okay, cool. I already got the money. Ain't like I got to go and apply for it or whatever. Here's the check. So this truck and stuff that they ordinarily were gonna sell it for like 10, maybe $11,000 and stuff. Now you paying physical silver and put in. Okay, well, yeah, you can do that too. You can do that too. But in the trucking thing, everybody started buying all these trucks. You got money, you ain't got to go to the bank, you got cash money. So they had to raise the price up and stuff like that when they found out that, man, hey, listen, people coming in here, they just buying these trucks and they don't care what we charge, right? As long as they got a truck. So it's okay, yeah, $60,000. Well, this truck's $75,000, but you already got $100,000. So yeah, all right, I'll go and get the truck, right? And then I don't know the first thing to do and stuff, right? I don't know the first thing to do. I just bought this truck that's heavily overpriced, and now I'm gonna go over here and get my own authority. So here come all the scammers now and stuff. Oh yeah, we can set you up with your own authority. Just give us $5,000. give us $5,000 and we'll set your authority and stuff up, right? So now they get a piece of the action and stuff like that. So the other thing is like your truck parts and stuff. They got it. Okay, since everybody getting these trucks and stuff like that, we got to raise the cost of labor. So now the labor done went up instead of $200 an hour. It used to be $125 an hour or something like that. Now it's $200 an hour because everybody got this money. Because your truck broke, you went on here and bought this $65,000 truck for, you bought this $65,000 truck that really cost you 10 grand. Now you got to go in here and stuff and pay this $200 an hour and stuff for them to tell you, okay, yeah, your truck, yeah, we got to throw these depth sensors, your emission system is messed up, so we got to replace NOx sensors and all this other stuff there. So after everything's said and done, now you got enough $30,000 in that, right? You got enough $30,000 in that, so you got $5,000 left over, and you took the 5 grand to go over here and get your own authority. So you got a truck overpriced, you put all this work in it, and then you spent $5,000 to go get your own authority. So now all your money and stuff is gone, right? Now all your money and stuff is gone. So what's gonna happen is, after everybody spends their money and stuff, all the prices is going to drop. Everything's going to drop. That's why diesel fuel right now, almost $4 a gallon and stuff like that. When everybody runs out of money and stuff, you're going to find out how much, okay, this $65,000 truck, right? I got to sell it because I got some equity, right? I got some equity. I bought the truck for $65,000. I put $30,000 worth of work in and stuff. Let me take it back to the dealership and what they gonna give me. This truck in and stuff, we'll give you about $6,000. We'll give you $6,000, $7,000. Right. We got it. So that $65,000 truck that you spent $95,000 on and stuff, they only gonna, okay, we gonna give you $6,000, $7,000, but at least you got some money, right? At least you got some money. So now you got this loan at 1% interest that you got to pay back and stuff. So what do? Well, the trucking thing didn't work. The having my own business thing didn't work. So let me go over here back to this job and stuff that's paying $15 an hour. Let me go get a job at Amazon and all this stuff here, And so now you in debt. You got the job or whatever and stuff, right? Because you got to go back to work. You got to go back to work and stuff because, all this money you done spent, you ain't made no money. You didn't even get a chance and stuff to hire a CPA and all this stuff there, so your tax is going to be done wrong. So now the audit this stuff is coming, so now you got to get a job. Now you got to get a job and stuff. You sold the truck for $6,000, right? You sold the truck for $6,000. They'll settle you up and stuff with the IRS. They'll settle you up with the IRS and stuff, right? So now you forgiven for that and stuff. So now you got to pay that loan back and stuff at 1% interest. But they gave you $100,000 and stuff. So now you owe them $200,000. But you got 30 years to pay it back. You got 30 years to pay it back and stuff, right? So you go and work for Amazon or McDonald's or all these other places that you want to work at. So now they got you back in there, right? So everybody that got some equipment now, next year, you're going to see how much the truck is really worth. You're going to see how much the truck is really worth and stuff. You spend now you're going to find out with daggone. It only cost me $500 to go get my authority, but then I had to spend $5,000 and stuff because this dude was trying to set me up on this program, right? He was going to get me right or whatever and stuff, right? So everybody got money. Nobody know what to do with the money. So it's a few people that got it and they holding on to it and stuff. They holding on and stuff like that. Yeah, I got this loan because remember, you ain't got to start paying till 3 years later. Some of these loans, you ain't got to pay them back till 3 years later and stuff. So I'm going to hold on to the money. When everything start tanking, now I'm going to start opening up my business. Okay, you selling your truck and you selling your truck and you selling your truck, and I still got that $100,000, right? I still got that $100,000 and stuff that I got from that SBA loan and stuff. So now I done bought a whole fleet. So you're gonna start seeing them guys and stuff. Yeah. For anybody that held on to their money and stuff like that, they're gonna be buying trucks and trailers galore. Like right now, man, a dry van costing you $65,000, reefer unit $100 some $1,000. When all the money and stuff run out, they're gonna be giving these things away. They're gonna be giving them away and stuff because now everybody got to go to work. Everybody got to go to work and stuff. The SBA loans and stuff, you know. What up, bro? Can you help me with the name of a place you can get your trans worked on? I need some work done in mine. Okay, depends on where you at. Triple CS. Depends on where you at. Triple CS. If you at the place I recommend, if you over here on the East Coast. If you over here on the East Coast and stuff, is over there in Jackson, Georgia, where they did my transmission. I strongly recommend those guys there. Heavy, what they call, I think it's Heavy D Truck Supply. They in Jackson, Georgia and stuff, right behind the TA. That's who I recommend. So, for you guys that got money and stuff like that, if you didn't spend your money, hold on to it. Cause like I said, next year around this time and stuff, you know, you have your own fleet. You in Virginia, okay? It's nobody in Virginia I recommend. It's nobody in Virginia I recommend and stuff. I mean, you know, you can use Transaxle. You can use Transaxle stuff. The only problem with Transaxle is that they you know, they got a bit of a waiting period and stuff like that. So, you know, you got to take it to one place, get them to drop the transmission, and they take it to Transaxle, fix it, and then they bring it back. So it's gonna take you about a week to get the stuff done if you go that route there and stuff. But who I recommend is down there in Jackson, Georgia. If you can drive that truck down there, go to Jackson, Georgia. Heavy truck, yeah, Heavy D Truck Repair. Go there, tell him what you need with your transmission and stuff. And if you got the bread and stuff, if you get there early enough, I suggest going in the morning. You get there early enough, man. They come in at 8, at 6 o'clock. No, mine was 50. What I paid for mine? 5,800. I paid 5,800 for mine, and that was yeah, 5,800 stuff, man. That was a rebuild with a clutch. So yeah, this whole inflation thing and stuff. Let's see, Migos is a good option. Yeah, but shoot, you got to get out there and stuff. He over here in Virginia. You got to get out there to, you know, if you get out there to Texas, then yeah, you know, you good. Oh, hey, listen, Chase, that the reason why you got stuck there and you seen that tire was actually supposed to get you out of that hole. Because what you do is you set the tire. You're supposed to set the tire and stuff right in front of the wheel. And that's what will get you the grip and stuff like that. And that's what got you out the hole. That's what got you out. That's what will get you out the hole and stuff. Anytime you see them tires and stuff there, them tires is supposed to keep you from going in the sand. But yeah. If you got a little bit of money, just hold on to it and stuff, man. You know, if you gotta invest in your truck, guys, I'm gonna tell you something else. You guys and stuff have probably been noticing is that, yeah, you gotta kind of dig that tire out and stuff, right? But you set that tire and stuff in front of that wheel, it grips on, and when it grips on, that's when you know you got one opportunity now, guys. It's gonna shoot that tire to that next wheel, then it's gonna grab it, and after that, you're supposed to be out the hole. If you ain't out of it, then you're gonna have to go through the whole process again. But you know, But yeah, what was I talking about? But yeah, next year, if you hold on to your money, you get as many trucks and as many trailers and stuff as you want to. They probably gonna be doing auctions every day. They probably gonna be doing auctions every day and stuff. So y'all talk, man. You want something at you want something at a good price and stuff. Right now, it's a seller's market. It's not a buyer's market. If you trying to sell something and stuff, man, like my man, Prime over there, Prime and stuff, Prime #1 trainer and stuff over there, Junior, what's his name, Junior Honduras, yeah, Junior Honduras. He's selling his 2015. He's selling his 2015 Freightliner Cascadia, 824,000 miles on it. He wants 65,000 for that truck. He wants 65,000 for that truck. And you know what? Somebody that's over there at Prime, and stuff, right? That qualified for that the SBA loan. They looking over that truck right now and stuff and say, man, hey, they probably burning. He probably gonna have the truck sold before the end of the year. If it ain't sold already, somebody buying that truck right now. $65,000, and the truck is a 2015 with 824,000 miles. Now he got the truck brand new. And stuff, and on top of that, he been training. And somebody gonna buy that truck. Now, where people should be understanding is that now, if you took that truck to the bank to try to get financed, they're just, no, we ain't doing it. No way. Truck too old, got too many miles on this stuff. We'll get you a new truck, but that truck there, no. But they looking at that 65,000, man, shoot. Hey, dog, that truck $65,000 and stuff, man. I'm gonna have, title in hand and stuff like that. That same Freightliner Cascadia, mind you, my truck was $58,000 from Lone Mountain 4 years ago. And the truck had 480,000 miles on it. So, yeah. But yeah, if you guys been going to Walmart, and stuff, you probably been noticing that, all the oil and stuff is gone. You can't go get the $12 oil no more. Like, well, if you took all the Rotella out of there, all the road, you can't find a Rotella. If you run Mobil or Delvac or whatever and stuff, you good. But that Rotella, and I used to think it was with Rotella and stuff, I used to think it was just like over there in Maine, right? But everywhere you go and stuff, man, you can't find no Rotella 15W40. You can't find no oil and stuff in there. So I mean, it's that's a part of the inflation deal and stuff like that. Guys go in there, and what they doing is that they got a guy, like the stocks and stuff like that. When the new stocks come in and stuff, the guy that does the stock, and he call this dude up, and he just buy the whole case of them and stuff, right, before he even put them on the shelf. Let's see, what do you say? No oil in the oil field for 2 months at Walmart, only full synthetic. Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you go in there and try to get. The only way you getting oil and stuff, man, you gotta go to the truck stop, buy the $20 oil. You ain't getting the $12 oil out of what's called. Like I said, unless you run, if you run Delvac or Mobil, all the other stuff there, they got them in there all day long. They ain't touching them for some reason. That Rotella and stuff, man, don't stand a chance. And so the other thing is like the truck parts and stuff too. Like people got the truck, despite the fact they talking about the shortage, part shortages and all the other stuff there, man. Like if you take a look, off any coast and stuff like that, and you see them barges that's full of stuff. And so what they doing, they just not putting the stuff out there. They not putting it out there and stuff, right? And so it's a seller's market. So when things get in high demand, okay, how much you willing to pay for it and stuff? You willing to pay double the price? Yeah, y'all gonna pay it because I gotta have it. And then, like I said, with everybody's money and stuff gone, oil change, oh man, shoot, we'll give you full PM service and stuff, man, for $200. They're gonna be running so many sales on truck parts and all the other stuff, they just gonna be giving it away. But they gotta make sure that every single piece of money and stuff, man, is gone. And ain't nobody, the people that held out, okay. But the majority of people and stuff that got that money, like, yeah, because they want to be an own operator so bad. Yeah, come on, buy this truck right here and stuff, that ordinarily would have cost you about $10,000 and stuff. Yeah, get it for we'll sell to you $70,000. Oh yeah, man, yeah, I'll go and get it. What time is it? Well, listen, fellas, I gotta get ready to roll. I gotta get ready to roll out and stuff. So, as always, it's a pleasure speaking with y'all guys and stuff. We are on track. And stuff, man, of having everything set for January. I just need to get in, figure out what kind of furniture and stuff I want, get over there to the house and stuff, set it up, get my internet and everything set up, my equipment, and so the scammers, y'all ain't got long and stuff, man. Only 2 more weeks in this month. 2 more and stuff, man. Like I said, right now I'm just calling folk out. But, next month we're gonna be calling you out by name. Absolutely, we're gonna be securing the bag. Absolutely, we're gonna be securing the bag and stuff. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, this your man right here, the one and only, that beautiful Rhode Island Red Rooster. Tell you as always, continue your research, fact-finding studies, harnessing your skills every day. Until next time we talk, next time we meet, be safe.